Welcome to 18th lecture of analog integrated circuits design, and we were discussing on differential amplifiers. So far we saw the large signal analysis, common mode response, as well as small signal analysis of differential amplifier. So to quickly review what we have done the other day. Yeah, so what we have done the other day is by considering the circuit as symmetric and the excitation as anti-symmetric, we understood that the line of symmetry potential will be at zero. If the line of symmetry potential is at zero, we can always, for small signal analysis, we can always connect the common node of the source of two transistors. That node can be always treated as a ground potential for small signals. So based on that understanding, we have drawn a half circuit and we called this analysis as half circuit analysis. So looking at the half circuit, we understood that the differential gain of the circuit is equal to minus GMR. So doing analysis for half circuit is enough for the differential amplifier because um, the other side is just the duplication of that, and the voltage itself coming there is half of the total voltage, right? So based on that, we have did a small numerical. So we will continue this, and we will see a few more numericals and how you can apply this half circuit analysis and solve numericals. All right. So what I will do is I'll quickly keep certain questions here, and you can solve it right away. So for all the questions what we are solving now, consider the input as differential. So I am marking this as V in 1 and V in 2, but assume that both the inputs are anti-symmetric in nature. All right. So can you see this question? Here you have transistors starting from M1. This is M2, M3, M4, and the bottom transistor, I'll name it as M5. This is suitably biased given a voltage of VB, and say this is resistor of value, say R, say R1 value. All right. So the question here is you can find the voltage gain AV. Voltage gain AV. Can I get response from the class in the chat box? What do you think, or how will you solve? Let me check with one of you. Bharat, are you there, Bharat?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Bharat, can you help me in solving this? How will you approach this question if you are asked to find the voltage gain?
Sir, the inputs are anti-symmetric, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
You can share your thoughts, so I'll also know whether you understood what we have done on the previous day or not. Any thoughts?
Sir, I need some time, sir.
All right. Yeah. So, like you have seen the circuit. So now tell me what do you think? Since the input is anti-symmetric,
Okay.
so
Sir,
What
so
will you start? What will you do? Yeah.
the above transistor is a diode connected load. So this
Yes.
is a CS amplifier configuration. Now,
All right.
uh, considering only one half of the circuit, if we take twice of that, the gain will get
Okay.
so.
Okay, yeah, the thought is right, but there are few mistakes there, Bharat. So I'll solve it. I'll check. I'll explain
Yes.
that here now.
Yes.
Whatever you told is right. It is a CS amplifier, but the very first thing is you have to identify the differential half circuit by considering the common point to the ground. Alright, that is the first thing. Your output will not be twice as of the previous because we derived the voltage gains on the other day. Kindly refer to that. So let me check with, yeah, Bhuvan, I saw your answer. Yeah, your answer. Bhuvan, as the gain expression for the circuit, I think I don't know what you have written there. All right, I'll help you, Bhuvan. Who else is there? Let me check with uh, Bhumika. Bhumika, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Bhumika? Yes, Bhumika. Can you help me in solving this question, Bhumika?
So I actually don't know much about it.
All right. Can I know what is the reason that you do not know about this topic? Because we have discussed this the other day. Is there any response from your side, Bhumika? Because I can see that you are muted.
No, sir. I think I need to work much about it.
That is what I'm asking. I need a little more clarity on that. I'm just asking based on what we discussed on the other day.
Yes, sir. I understood the topic, but while coming to solving the problem, I don't know why I feel quite difficulty solving in them, like recognizing the circuit from way to start and all.
Yeah, that is what I'm trying to help you out by looking at this circuit. Tell me what will you do first when you see that this is so the circuit is a differential amplifier circuit. The inputs are anti-symmetric. So given this condition, how will you approach this question?
Taking the half of the circuit.
Yeah, so before taking half of the circuit, or on what basis will you take half of the circuit?
In the previous
On
class, while solving, we took the half of the circuit while
Yeah,
doing.
so what is the condition? If in order to take half of the circuit, what should I do, or what understanding I should have? Because you can see there is a transistor connected to this point. So, what is the condition of this transistor?
Symmetric.
Okay, so if it is symmetric, how will you replace that, or how will you replace, or how will you? Can you tell me what elements will be there in the half circuit? Which all elements will be there in the half circuit? All right, I'll check with someone else, Bhumika. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank
So
you.
yeah. So let me check with Arjun.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Arjun, can you throw some light on this question?
Yes, sir. GM1.
No, I'm not asking you the direct answer, the final answer, but I'm just asking you how will you approach this question if you are getting this question.
Yeah, first we find out resistance connected to drain.
Okay. Yeah, so that is at the end, right? So once you say this is a CS amplifier, then you can take that approach. My question is before that, how will you approach? What should you do first? Since the given question is a differential amplifier, and as I am telling that V in 1 and V in 2 are anti-symmetric in nature, how will you draw the half circuit? Which all elements will be there in the half circuit?
M3, M1, and
M3, M1 and?
M5, sir.
Oh, okay. M5 also will be there. So,
No, not M5. No.
Okay.
No, sir, not M5 because it's just it acts as sync.
It acts as sync. Okay. So
Just M3 and M1.
yeah. So why M5 is not there? All right. So let me check with Arun. Arun R. Arun R.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Arun, can you help me in this?
So could you repeat once?
My question is, how will you draw the half circuit of this? Of this question.
So M5 is grounded.
Why M5 is grounded?
See.
All right. Okay. Amitesh.
Sir, I think we should draw small signal model and then go about it, sir.
Yeah, we should draw a small signal model. So from our previous, okay, all right, Amitesh, thank you for responding. Okay, let me explain this to you. One thing I do not know whether you have followed my previous class, because when I asked, even in today's class in the beginning, when I asked, are there any questions, I didn't get any. But I believe I have taken time to explain that. But still, if you have questions on that, please do direct questions to me. Sorry, I did not check the forum, the doubts forum for for past 2 to 3 days. I don't know whether you guys have posted questions then, but definitely I'll check the forum and I'll get back if there are any questions. Now, I don't know because when I was checking with many, all have the same doubt or all are not. People are not. You guys are not confident to approach this question. So, from the very discussion what we made on the other day, as I told that the inputs are anti-symmetric, and by looking at the circuit, okay, let me ask this question: whether the circuit is symmetric. Can I say the circuit is symmetric in this case? Can I get a response in the chat box? Whether the circuit is symmetric? Yes or no? Yes, Bhuvan. Yeah, Bhuvan, even I saw the previous response what you have given. Yeah, because the node is ground. That is that is right, the right answer. Yeah, so to help to approach this question, what you can do is, yeah, so you have a resistance R connected there. So I'm just doing a very small modification. What I'm doing is I'm just drawing that resistance R between the points of a drain of M1 and M2 as two resistors of having value R1 by 2 and R1 by 2. I hope this will not make any difference, right? Because R1 by 2 and R1 by 2 in series will make a value of R1, and that is what is connected in the original circuit. Now I can very confidently say that definitely the circuit is symmetric, and if you draw the line of symmetry, this is the line of symmetry, and for the reasons what we have stated in the other day, since the circuit is symmetric and the excitation is anti-symmetric, the points at the line of symmetry, especially this point as well as this point, these 2 points will be treated as 0 for small signals because the input small signal is anti-symmetric. And if this is if these 2 points, this point and this point, if those 2 points are shorted to ground, we can definitely draw the equivalent circuit or the half circuit of this half circuit of this circuit diagram in the following way, because this point is grounded. So I can directly, I'm just making the changes in this color, so I can directly connect this to ground, and there is a resistance of value R1 by 2 that also should be connected to ground, right? And this resistance value is R1 by 2, and this is VDD, but that also will act as ground for the small signal, right? Now if you look at the question, or now if you look at the circuit diagram, you can clearly say that input is given to gate, output is taken from drain. So this is a CS amplifier, right? Now what change I will make here is this is a CS amplifier, so I can definitely write what is the input and what is the output, or the relation between output and input. And one more thing, previously when I said that the input is anti-symmetric, there is a differential voltage coming in. That differential voltage can be considered as VID. So on one side, on V in side, that will be only just VID by 2, and on the other side it is minus VID by 2. In total, you can say that the differential voltage is VID, right? Similarly, V out 1 is only half of the output. So what I am getting here is actually V out by 2. It is not V out 1, V out by 2. And this I will write it as VID by 2. If that is the case, I can directly write the output of this circuit as V out by 2 as considering lambda not equal to 0. It is a CS amplifier, so it is minus GM1 into the resistance seen at this point. So you have a resistance of R0 connected here, R0 1. Now for this transistor also there is R0 1. Now, but this is a diode connected structure, so the total resistance of the load here is 1 by GM. This is 3, so R0 3. 1 by GM3 parallel to R0 3. Then there is an R0 1 from the drain to ground, and there is one more R1 by 2 also. So when you write all these things in parallel, the final gain expression will be equal to R0 1 parallel to 1 by GM3 parallel to R0 3 parallel to R1 by 2. This is the into VID by 2, or 2 and 2, when it get cancelled, I can write directly AV as minus GM1 into the parallel combination of all these resistance, 1 by GM3 parallel to R0 3 parallel to R1 by 2. Is this clear? Can I get your responses here? Now the gain can also be written as, so now I have written on by considering the left of the half circuit. The same thing can also be written with respect to right of the half circuit. So it is minus GM2 into R02 parallel to 1 by GM4 parallel to R04 parallel to R1 by 2. You can write in either way, but both that is what, since the circuit is symmetric, the values of GM1, GM2, R01, R02, GM3, GM4, all these will be equal. So in general, how we will write is AV will be written as minus GM of 1 or 2. It can be of 1 or it can be of 2. In brackets, R0 of 1 or 2 parallel to 1 by GM of 3 or 4 parallel to R0 of 3 or 4 parallel to R1 by 2. This is how we generally represent the voltage gain of such a circuit. So when you approach this, you can go for, so this should be clearly shown in the, when you solve the question. So before considering the half circuit, you should explain, or you should pictorially show how you are reducing that to the half circuit. So which all points are should be treated as 0. All right. So if you have any questions here, please do ask a question, because we'll solve a slightly tricky question soon after this. I'll give you the question here. Meanwhile, the other one, I hope you have drawn the circuit diagram on the notebook. So I will repeat this when you are listening to the class. I'm sharing the PDF, I'm sharing the video, that is okay. But if you want to be attentive and if you want to understand the concepts, I request all of you to write the question, write what all things you are seeing on the screen and solve the question. Or if you're listening to a concept, please try to write it down and write along with my class. So can I get a response from you? Like how many of you are following there? How many of you have maintained a notebook for AICD? Can I get response from your side? You can say yeah, yes or no. You can write. If you have maintained a book, yeah. Thank you for that. I will now. Oh, Amitesh, that is very sorry to hear that. What happened to you? What were you doing? And thank you for responding honestly for that. Amitesh, can I know?
Sir, actually, once I tried, but I feel I couldn't keep up to the class and I was missing many points. So I thought, let me just hear to the class properly and then I'll again go through the notes back, sir.
All
That is
right.
what I was
Okay.
doing.
Okay, Amitesh. Thank you for responding honestly. So again, then I want to check whether I'm going in a faster pace or it is okay for you guys to follow and write. Maybe a few classes you would have felt that. Okay. Anyway, please maintain a book so that it will be easy for you also. So all the other things what I'm giving is just to support you. The PDF what I'm sharing in the WhatsApp soon after the class and the videos what I was uploading is just to support you, but you have to be attentive in the class to get the concept right. So can you guys try this question now? These are the input transistors. Again, I'm numbering it as M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, and R1 and R2. Say this is VB1, this is VB2. I can mark VB2 separately like this, or even I can mark in this way. Means both gates are connected to VB2. It is not that the body of this and gate is shorted. Uh, you should not get misunderstood by that way. When we connect from the gate of one transistor to the gate of the other transistor, the meaning is both gates are shorted. You can show in different ways, but this is one common way what we do. All right. So now this is the output point. So those who have followed class closely and learned the concepts, now you will see what all things we have learned before are coming together. The rapid simplification, the various configurations, we are the application of those things we are seeing together on this circuit. Again, you can assume that the circuit is symmetric and the excitation is anti-symmetric. So the very first thing what you have to note down is, assuming that the circuit is symmetric, you have to put equal values to both the resistors. R1 it should be equal to R2 should be equal to a single value which is R. Thank you, Amitesh. Yeah, by telling that the base is fine. Okay. Yeah, so my question here is, if you have seen this diagram, please understand the question, draw the diagram on your book. Then, uh, before drawing the differential half circuit, please identify the points which will remain as 0 for small signal, and then you write the gain expression. So as I mentioned before, we will not be drawing the equivalent circuit with small signal model to solve the questions from now, because we already have formulas at hand through rapid simplification method. We will be directly using those method to solve the questions. So I would like to hear from one of you. So if you got answer or if you understood how to solve it, you can unmute. You can just message in the chat box and you can unmute and explain how will you solve this approach.
Sir, is R03 equal to R04?
Yeah, should be, right? As I told, the circuit is symmetric. Alright, Bhuvan, you got the answer. Minus GM1 into R01 parallel to. Bhuvan, can you recheck that? Recheck your answer, especially the impedance part. Adarsh, yeah, but good attempt. Bhuvan, Adarsh, you have made a good attempt. R plus R03, all right, no. Yeah, I think Adarsh or Yashita, I think both of you have got confused. This is the output node. If you are writing the output impedance, you are seeing from the drain. So the up impedance in parallel to the down impedance. That is what you have to do.
So here all are identical, right? M1, M2, M3, M4.
M1
Like
and
W
M2
by
are
law.
identical. M1 and M2 are identical. M3 and M4 are identical. R1 is equal to R2.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Um, very good. Yes, I think Vinita. Oh, many have posted answers. Sorry for missing that. Yeah, Bhuvan, Adarsh, Yashita. Yeah, all of you have to check your answers again. Dhananjay Kumar, yes, GM3. Okay, I think there is a small mistake there. Bharat, yes, GM1 into R0 1 parallel to
So the numbering
GM.
I
Yeah,
took it
it
wrong,
should be
sir. It should.
GM3, right? GM3 R0 3, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, that is right, Bharat. Then Alan, you also have, yeah, I think there is a numbering mistake.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, GM1 R0 1 into, yes, Vinita, that is right. Amit Kumar, you also got the answer right. Vaishnavi, yeah, I think there is a small mistake. Yeah, Dhananjay Kumar, yes, that is right. Ayushi, yeah. Ayushi, you need to just see that GM3. Okay, I don't know. There is a small mistake there. All right. So now I'll explain for others who did not get how to solve this. As I told before, with the condition that the circuit is symmetric, you can assume the M1, M2 transistor identical, M3, M4 transistors identical, and R1 is equal to R2. Yes, Avinash, I saw your answer. That is right. Yeah. So this point is 0. That is the case. I can draw the rest of the circuit. So I'm just drawing the rest of the circuit. So this is R1. So this is your Vin. I'm just marking it as VID by 2 with the same way, and this as Vout by 2. This is M1, M3, and this is R1, and this is connected to VV, but that will be ground now. Now you are asked to write the gain expression. You can see that the circuit is as same as a common source amplifier, but many students will get doubt when your gate is shorted to ground. You may get confusion whether it will be diode connected or not. Diode connected is only in with the condition that when you have your drain and gate shorted, only when your drain and gate get shorted, whether it is for a PMOS or it for an NMOS. Only with the shorting of drain and gate, it will be diode connected. So when both are connected to same potential, you can say it is diode connected. Now that is not the case here. Now see that I think many people have made the numbering wrong. The reason is because they understood, or they would have understood the calculation of impedance in a different way, or not in a correct way. So what you should do is, we know any voltage gain can be written as minus GM into R out. That is what we learned first, especially for CS amplifiers, we can use this formula. Now capital GM will be equal to small gm1. Now we have to find what is R out. How will you find R out? What is the method to find R out? Short the input, then connect a test voltage at the output, pump a current of Ix, and find what is V test by I test, right? So when you perform that, that is equal to how the same way, how will you find the impedance by rapid simplification method. What is the impedance down? The impedance down is, so I'll just mark this as RD and this as RU. What is the impedance down? RD is equal to R01 of the transistor. Right. Now what is RU? RU is the resistance seen at the drain of M3. Now what is the resistance connected here? R1, right? So if I'm seeing from here, the resistance is R1. But now the same resistance I am seeing from the drain of another transistor. This is as same as a common source with degeneration. So whenever you see a resistance from the drain of another transistor, the same resistance will be magnified by the intrinsic gain of the transistor. So now your R out, R up will be equal to GM3 R03 into R1, or R1, or I'll just write it as R. It will be equal to GM3 R03 into R. So your combined impedance or output impedance is equal to GM3 R03 into R in parallel to R01. So your voltage gain can be written as AV. AV can now be written as minus GM1 into, or you can just write the magnitude GM1 into GM3 R03 R parallel to R01. Now, when I write it as GM3 R03 R, it is understood that the exact impedance is R plus. This is the approximate. The exact impedance is R plus R03 plus GM3 R03 into R. This is understood, but still for rapid simplification method, we will directly write the expression in this form. I hope those who made mistake. So the problem is, you should not consider the load here as M3 as a diode connected. It is not diode connected, but probably this is the first time you are seeing a load with source degeneration. That is why you could not recognize that. I hope now it is clear, and still if you have any queries, please post here in the chat box. I can give clarity. So while you think over this question, I will give one more question now, where you can apply a little more concept what you learned even from folded cascode. So I'll give one more question, and I think if you understand that all the previous discussions are covered in this specific numerical. All right, so I'm just sharing that question. So meanwhile, if there are any questions on this, please do let me know. So most of the time, when you draw circuit diagrams, when you have input transistors, when you draw, you will draw in this way, each facing each other. You can see the transistors, if I'm numbering this as M1 and M2, input transistor, to identify this is input transistor, we will draw in this form. But if you look at the transistors which I have drawn down here, M3 and M4, both are facing the same side. That is a convention which is followed in circuit diagrams to show that that is input transistor. But this is not the end. We have one more branch here where you have two more transistors connected. and your output is actually taken from this branch. Right. So output is actually taken across this. So I'll mark this as V out. Let me mark the resistors as RD here. Don't get scared while looking at the question after drawing the equivalent circuit. Bhavya, I saw your question. Is it for the previous question R1 value? Okay, so I did not give any value there. Yeah, for this one. So the value of R depends on your design basically. Yeah, if your question is to know whether you can approximate this or you have to take the exact expression, that will definitely depend on the value of R1. So range will be definitely in kilo ohm, and the exact value I can say that always depends on the gain or the other parameters what you're looking for the differential amplifier. You can think of some kilo ohm range resistance. Yeah. Now for this, this is transistor M5 and M6. Both are connected to say VB3. Just to reduce the complexity, I'm not marking like how I connected the bias for the previous circuit. Now this is VB2 and this is VB1. And this is V in 1, V in 2. Again, you can consider that the circuit is anti-symmetric. I think this will challenge you a little bit, this question, because you will find the concept of folded cascode here. You will find the concept of like source regeneration here. No, not source regeneration. You will find the concept of even yeah, like the mixed combination. It is basically a folded cascode structure. Yeah, but I would say don't worry about the operation of the circuit, because we will shortly see the circuit diagram in unit 2 when we start operational amplifiers. The question given now is to evaluate the voltage gain AB. I can give you some time. I can give you 2 minutes time. You can work on that, and then we can discuss the answers. All right, with the explanation what I have given before, let me check with Aditya. Aditya, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Aditya. Can you give me the answer?
So we'll take 3 grounds here. Like I'll take 3 grounds here.
Okay, okay. Yeah, please tell me which all.
Sir, the first is the drain of M3, that point, that node.
1 second. This is M7. Yeah, which is drain of M3 is which point? Oh,
That
this one
node,
you're
sir.
saying?
Yeah.
This one.
Yes.
Oh, how can you say that this is ground?
So to make the circuit symmetric.
No, we are not grounding to make the circuit symmetric. If since the circuit is symmetric and excitation is anti-symmetric, the line of symmetry points will be at 0. That is the discussion point what we made, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this node is not coming in the line of symmetry.
Maybe the source of M7, sir.
Drain of M7.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you, Aditya. Yes.
Yes,
So this
thank you, sir.
node will go to ground. This will go to 0 because if you look at this, the first branch, in the line of symmetry, the only element is M7, and this node will go to ground. In the second branch, even if you draw a line of symmetry, there are no elements in the line of symmetry, right? So if that is the case, you have to draw the half circuit for the circuit what we have currently. So how will you draw the half circuit? We'll draw the half circuit in this form, where this is M1 device which source is grounded, and this is the input VID by 2 I will write, and from drain I have to connect to this node which is M3. This is also ground. From here you're going to the other side where you have resistance RD connected to ground, followed by a device. The gate is connected to ground, and this is coming to this point, and this is your output point V out, which is V out by 2. All right, yeah. So with this, can you guys try to write the voltage gain expression? Let me check who is getting the answer for that. So again, look at this question. Look at this. You can see that input is given to the gate of a device whose source is grounded. Output is not directly taken from drain, but from the drain of another transistor, and it is folded. So the circuit is now a folded cascode amplifier. If I take this as M6, Eshita, can you check? I think there is a mistake. R02 parallel to R04 into yeah, that is right. Yeah, whatever you have written is right. That is for your output impedance. That is R out. But there is a small mistake. RD should come in parallel to the entire resistance. Are there any other answers? Any other answers? No. Okay. So look at this. How to write the gain expression for this? AV can be written as GM into R out. R out. What is GM here? GM is GM1 of the input device, or even it can be GM2. What is R out? R out is always measured at the output point. So there are two parts. One is up and another one is down. What is the up resistance? Which is it is RD. So RD in parallel to what is the down resistance? So down resistance, if you see from the drain of M6, look at this. If you look from here, I am just looking at the drain of one device, but at the source, if you see, source is this point. There you can see there are two resistors. One resistance is R01, because looking into drain, this will show a resistance of R01. Down also you can see another resistance which is R03. So the resistance seen from here is R01 parallel to R03, but that is again seen from the drain of another transistor, so that has to be multiplied by the intrinsic gain of that. So it is RD parallel to GM6 R06 into R01 parallel to R03. The entire thing in parallel with RD. Yeah, I think, yeah, Ayushi, that is right. Akansh, I think it is not diode connected. So I think there only you made a mistake by putting 1 by GM. Otherwise, it is right. Yes, Aditya, yes, that is right. Amit Kumar, yeah. Yeah, RD should come in parallel to the entire resistance. Yeah, that is only a difference. All right. So I hope you understood how to solve this. So if you have questions, you can ask. So I'll please stay back. I'll wind up for now with this, but please do stay back. Do not leave the class. Thank you so much for joining.